Hello, my name is Chris, and today I'd like to wish you a very happy, a very peaceful and a very prosperous new year. I hope that you had a wonderful New Year's Eve last night and that you woke up this morning feeling refreshed, raring to go and feeling good about getting started on those big goals that you set yourself for 2019. Maybe that goal that was that you were finally going to quit smoking, in which case you will find loads of videos on my YouTube channel and more to come throughout the year. Or maybe you've already quit smoking, in which case I am so very happy for you. Maybe you've already quit smoking and now your goal is to move on and do something else, like maybe it's to lose a bit of weight, or to quit alcohol, or to start an exercise routine, to start that hobby that you've always wanted to do. I don't know, whatever it may be. For you, I wanted to share with you very quickly one of the most valuable lessons I've learned, which is that the easiest way to achieve any goal or to achieve any New Year's resolution is to simply do it one good decision at a time. When we think about quitting smoking, and if you watch my videos regularly, this won't be the first time you've heard me talk about this. When we think about quitting smoking, we quite often get it into our heads, okay, I have to quit smoking forever. Forever is a really, really long time. It's like all of the Lord of the Rings films combined, plus a bit more, plus the Hobbit films too. You know what I mean? It's a very long time, and that can be quite intimidating and quite overwhelming to think, oh my God, I can never have a cigarette again for the rest of my life. I've got to do this thing forever. Let's make this thing less scary for ourselves. Let's, instead of trying to quit smoking forever, let's just promise ourselves that for today we are going to make good decisions. And we are going to achieve this goal by simply making one good decision at a time. Let's say we wake up this morning and we make this decision, okay, I'm not going to have the usual morning cigarette that I have. Then later on we start feeling a bit angsty, a bit testy, a bit, oh, I could do with a cigarette. Then we get to make another decision. When we start to feel a bit tense, we get to make a decision because we have the power of choice. So we can decide, do we smoke or do we not smoke? Now it's easy to trick ourselves and say, well, okay, a good decision is to smoke because then I'll feel better and I won't feel so tense. But making that decision isn't going to help us achieve our goal of being smoke-free. So making a good decision to achieve our goal would be, okay, even though I feel a bit tense now, I can do something else that isn't smoking, and that will get me closer to this goal. Maybe in a few days we go back to work and things start stressing us out. Maybe there is traffic, maybe our boss is a complete arsehole, maybe we have colleagues who are demanding, I don't know, whatever the case may be. We don't get to decide whether there is traffic or whether the boss is an arsehole or anything like that. We don't get to decide on anything external from us, but we do get to decide always how we are going to react to these things. We do get to decide when we are stuck in traffic whether we blow up and light a cigarette to calm ourselves down. We do get to decide when the boss is being a pain. We do get to decide whether we go out and smoke because he stresses us out, or whether we go and do something else to relieve that stress. All we need to do with this is just to keep making one good decision at a time. And it's the same with anything. Let's say the New Year's resolution, as it is for so many people, this year we're going to lose weight. And we think, okay, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. And we take this on as this big challenge, like, oh, okay, right now I need to lose this 20 pounds. And it becomes intimidating to think of all the work that we have to do ahead of us. And we start thinking of this goal as one big thing that we have to achieve, instead of breaking it down. I always talk about breaking things down into the smallest manageable components. So, like with quitting smoking, we break it down into a day or into half a day or an hour. If we are going to lose weight, we don't need to think about losing 20 pounds all in one go. We need to think about breaking it down into one good decision at a time. We might wake up this morning and make one good decision to eat a healthy breakfast. Later on, we might make one good decision to go for a walk or to do some exercise. Later on, we might open the fridge door and there is all the leftover food from Christmas, the mince pies, the cakes, the biscuits, all that good stuff. And we then get to make one good decision. We don't have to freak out that all this food is there. We get to make one good decision that for the good of my health, for the good of my long-term success, for the good of my long-term happiness, all I have to do right now is make one good decision that I'm not going to eat all this junk food. I'm going to either close the fridge door or I'm going to get an apple or something like that. And it's important for me to say to you that we don't have necessarily to make good decisions 100% of the time. When I say have to, obviously that is the goal. But we all suffer from this weird affliction called being human, and being human means we don't get it right 100% of the time. So our goal is to not make 100% perfect decisions. Our goal is to get more wins than losses. Sometimes we are going to make mistakes, and that is okay. If we make a mistake, we don't need to beat ourselves up over it. We don't need to tell ourselves that we are bad, we are wrong, we are weak, we are stupid, or anything like that, because that's only going to make us feel worse and drive us back into smoking or eating or whatever self-destructive behaviours we're trying to get away from this year. All we have to do is make another good decision that we are going to learn from that mistake. Why did I not make a good decision? Why did I make the wrong decision, and what can I learn from it? So that the next time I am presented with a similar situation, I can take myself out and I can choose instead to make a good decision. We don't have to take on any big monumental challenge all at once. We just have to concentrate just for today, just for now, in this moment, on making one good decision at a time. This was just a very quick New Year's message kind of thing for you. I hope you have found it helpful in some way. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to get back to the usual style of videos. We're going to be talking more about quitting smoking and alcoholism and addiction and things like that. If you are looking for support for quitting smoking, we would love for you to come and join us on the Finding Freedom Facebook group. I have to say that slowly because there are too many F's and it confuses me. Come and join us, facebook.com/groups/findingfreedom1. I've also changed the link to my personal Facebook page, which is now just facebook.com/ChrisScoyles. Before I go, I just want to say thank you again for all your support throughout 2018, especially to those of you who have been supporting me through Patreon or through chrisscoyles.com/support, where there are other options. over on Patreon this week I've uploaded a couple of MP3 versions of past videos, because I know some of you take the videos with you and you listen to them at work or wherever. I just thought having them in MP3 format might make life easier for you. So you can get those now on Patreon for like $3. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to connecting with you more throughout 2019. For more weekly videos like this one, please do subscribe, and I will see you next week.